Hi, my name is Snipomatica, and today we're going to be building my Mark 31 design, 6 conveyor outputs. I've already built it. This is what you're going to be learning how to build. Install a full auto sorter system with the 3 individualized choices that I like to choose right here. Some of these that you have to have. This is the minimal amount that I would recommend. It's 7 conveyors for an auto sorter. It's everything you need. You technically, if you don't want to go to your TC, you can knock those off. These are as follows: electric furnace, refinery, TC, and furnace. So 1, 2, 3, 4. If you don't want to use those, then you just need 3 for an auto sorter. These 3 before you. These will fulfill everything besides TC, like I said. TC is up here, metal and high qual. And then we have our other options, which are, I didn't label that one. This one would be wood and crude. You gotta label the wood because you send it everywhere. And this is what we're going to be building. I go over this in the building. It's my locker. It is the simplest version of the build I can do for you with 6 options. I'm going to be doing a 1 option as well, but this is the 6 option I'm going to be putting out first. And that's everything that's going to be going into the tutorial of Mark 31 of my personal locker. Whoop. Today we are going to be finally doing Mark 33, and it'll be the last time I show you guys this, and I'm just going to quickly go over the build and how to build it, and we're going to do it as simple as possible this time with only like 1 entry per, and I'll show you what I mean with 1 entry. So let's get started. We're going to need a box. This is the container we're using. Let's throw it on. We don't need it anymore. We need this. We're going to do 3 chests. Only 3 chests, as you can do as many chests as you want. I can make other videos later on how to link chests and things like that, but for this machine, there are 3. This is the best way. I'm going to try to show it like a tutorial. You're going to need a splitter. You're going to need to hook all those up individually. You got to hook this up as well. Usually run it kind of like this. Wall, 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 hook in. So I kind of run piping, click behind objects, run straight lines-ish. Make it neat. So we got 3 deployed. This one right here, I showed you in the other video. You've seen it, but I'll do it again. Components, leather, cloth, gunpowder. Just start putting things in, whatever we can think of. Animal fat. That means some bones. And we need food here. The sulfur's coming here. I don't send wood to my TC. I don't got wood on my base. I don't got stone on my base most of the time. Mostly just do a metal base. We want a little bit of metal, you know. Never hurt no one. Get like 1,000. Same with high qual. Oops. Not a high wall, high qual. You need 50 makes a gun, or the highest stuff is 50 pretty much. So that'll do. That'll do. We want. I know there's more. There's always more, and I forget it. We got CCTVs, targeting. I don't know why these aren't components, but they're separate. That means we need scrap too. And charcoal comes here. Low grade comes here. I think that's it. There might be more. It's a big list though. This one right here, we will do our third section, and it has deployables, construction, fun, other, tools, traps, I did construction, I did electrical, fun, other, tools, traps. I think that's it. I think that's it. Just fills the list. This is weapons and clothing. And we're going to put ammo and medical. Let's all go to that box. So you choose on how you want to set up your storage systems. You just connect more chests, you know, and it delivers it to there. So these are the three. This will cover everything. You only need 3. This is an auto sorter in Rust right here. You need to hook power, 1 power to all this. But other than that, it would just be having your drop box. We run it to here. And we just need power. I think I can get power like this. Items. Wish you could sleep on this map, but you can't for whatever reason. Did I have an open spot? I did. Why did I grab a backpack? Oh, so I get more space. I don't know why I grabbed a backpack. I was just thinking about it. It was funny. Alright. Let's put some power down. I don't need doors. I was building something earlier. Doors. I guess that's enough room. I don't need that really. Alright, so everybody with power, if you don't know, I'm just going to go briefly. Power, whatever you have coming into here, whether it's multiple things, if you have multiple, you use, this is the only time really you use these anymore. So you just have a lot of power elements, supplies that you need to run. And if you need to run this one as well, you're going to need a connector for the 3 ports. So you got 3 entries, so it's got to be split. It's the only way to do it. It's going to make 300. You have 300 power you can play with. We just need, like, you know, we don't need much, doesn't matter. Whatever it ends up being. We'll see. I try to run my wiring with the pipes. Makes it nice. Alright, all the conveyors are on. You can just turn them on. They already have assigned things. So that's actually everything in the game. But it's just not very much, you know, storage space. But if I were to put like deployable, I don't need that. It's gonna come. I think this is deployables, right? This is weapons. Which one is deployables? Electronics? Did I not put electronics on? Is that the one I didn't do? Remember, I was like, I feel like I didn't do one. Maybe I even said electronics. So look, that comes here. Deployable, I guess, would be this. That's deployable. Our tools will go there. These are all deployables. That's deployable. Deployable. Oh, look at add another generator. It's deployable. Conveying systems, it seems like most of the time, are around 5 seconds. I can't tell you for sure, but I've done a lot of stuff where I have to do a timer that stays on until it conveys, and I can keep the power on for the conveyor for 5 seconds, and it will do its convey one time. It does have a systematic convey, a conveyor does. So it does, like, you know, every, or periodic, I guess, periodic. It does it periodically. So it does it every once in a while. It seems to be like between 4 and 5 seconds. Alright, so this is an auto sorter. You only need 3. It will sort everything. And I got a piece of clothing. I do. Empty. This is clothing. Should come here. Clothing. Sorted. This is resources, right? Stuff like that. It would, if you had anything, it would just come up and it would go there. This is all the lists that you need in the game. If you want to look at them one more time. There might be a few that I'm missing, but that's what you do, is you just add them, you know. And if you have things like from this, if you're linking off to your other stuff, and power in, 3 conveyors, right? Alright, so we'll take this. We just moved it over. I do that a lot. Don't try to mess with what you've already made. Just add a new extension somewhere else and link in. Now this is there. This, I don't know how many you can do. It seems like there's a limit, but I have not sat there and just tested the limit of how many splitters can run before a conveyor fails, but maybe eventually. So this is how you branch off from your industrial splitter. Now we got 2 more ports, and we probably are going to actually need more ports than that. So you probably can use shift. I'm sorry I didn't do it. I'll give a better view. If you hold shift, you can link and stuff. It'll like center. It's pretty nice. It'll actually space the same too, so it's spaced it the same as the other one. It's a pretty cool feature in the game. Make that one in the middle. We got 3 new ports, and we have this port here. So you're gonna need like a few options for auto system. That's because you'll have here, here. I already think I have one. Alright, do. We placed our refinery, and now we need our where do I want to put it though? Just put it like right here. Alright, we got an electric furnace, and we need a regular furnace now. I don't even know, what do they really call this? Furnace? Like, I know it's a, okay. Now it's just furnace. I just need a furnace. The original Stone Age. Alright, we don't need these anymore. We need to storage adapt everything. Everything always needs a storage adapter. You gotta remember where all that stuff goes. Handle on the right means you could put on refinery. Okay. Now we gotta run to them all. Electric furnace is hooked up. The furnace is hooked up. Just hooked up the refinery. Alright. Say you have a TC. Your adapter on it, wherever it goes, changes. Stuff changes. If that happens, redo it. Place your pipe, keep going. Now we're hooked in. Should say what you're hooked into. Look at electric furnace. Come here. So you can type in ore. You got a bigger list now, so it'll be kind of scattered. We get all the ore. Okay, that in. Probably look what it's going to be next. It's just a furnace, so it gets wood. So do as much wood as, depending on whatever server you're on. 1000's a good bet if you're on 1x. The TC on the top. I always get to the point where I'm just metal and height wall. Infinite amount. You don't need to put any numbers. Just whatever you have goes to TC. On your TC a lot of the time, if you have it hidden away or whatever, you can always use a splitter and this right here. So you're gonna put this somewhere and this, and this is your N. So you're gonna hook your N now. You actually just gotta hook it to your combiner, and then you throw it your combiner to here. And then you do that for the out port as well. So you put your TC wherever you have to need, like put it, but you can access it in some ports of your TC, and you can put into your TC with, you know, some stuff. So, and this is our port in for metal. I don't think we hooked anything in yet. This way, like input wise, we have 4 ports available. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, look at that, 4 ports. I don't think we have 4. I think we had three ports available. It's not good. It's not good. We're gonna need another grab, split. Run it however you want. Alright, we're out now. You need to be able to like get stuff, so you have to have a choice, and then wherever you're like, if you have like a bedroom, you know, that's where my like locker system started in the beginning. When I had like, I just had like, you know, like I was like, oh, how do I want to put my locker? You know, I always had my locker. I liked lockers. And I didn't always like beds, and then I started liking them like, I don't know, maybe a year, like less than a year ago, 9 months ago. A lot. Oh, I put it too far out. You gotta be careful. Can't I just delete? Nope. Oh, I gotta have this up. You can just like shift delete, or sometimes just like reload delete. You just want to be behind the line. That's really good right there. So you have this space back here. You always want to do that in your locker so you can put stuff. I actually should have put this locker a little more forward so I can put stuff behind. But that's when you have sound, and we're not doing sound today, so actually slamming against the wall is probably a good idea. But the same thing as you've probably seen before, we are going to split these. I always do these two first, and I put them fairly close to the roof, but not too close where you can't run a pipe, because it will cause a problem eventually if you have stuff too close to the roof. But you'll figure all that out by trial and error yourself, but I'll show you today. You hook up to these storage adapters with them. gives you 3 options going into each. I normally, over here, will have this. I think this will be enough to satisfy it. It used to have 3. I just do 2 now. Did that in 2, starting on 30. And we're going to have our 1 conveyor, which put everything really close. Just go like this. It'll be fine right here. And we're going to have room for this. We're not going to do any sound. We're just going to need an exit. And we can throw an exit right here. Need that. Do we split our out still? Our 1? We're making the basic one, so just start over here. It's better just to build things. So this is the room. That's how you build it. We'll do 2 options. We won't do all the lights, so we will still need 2 buttons then. Hopefully I squeezed it in there good enough. Come on, baby. For a reason, sometimes the conveyor don't like going second. It likes, good enough. I'm not tripping over it. Conveyor don't like going second though. Usually I build it right to left, and then these will just be like straight up and down, and these will be more tucked in. But anyways, it all fits. That's what you gotta put. It's your 6 options. We're not doing any sound or anything like that. That would be extra triggers. But with that, we do need to put. Not doing any extra chests today either. We're just going to be doing our 6 options. And with these 6 options, on the first stage, we're just going to build it right here. We'll build it top, bottom, middle, like just how this is exactly. I'm going to try like tutorial it. So top, it's the opposite of what you think. It's 2 to 1. And they get an OR. You can put this in tighter formations and stuff, like I do, you know, because it's just 3. But I want to just be able to show you how everything's working, kind of make it a little easier for you to see the 3 groups and to fit the whole mechanism on here in stages. So this is stage 1. Stage 2 is individualized. This is a combined. That's why you see 3. But a stage 2 has to be individualized by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They have 3 electrical branches each. Okay, and then you connect these like this. We would branch out right here. Oops. power out to the top. These are columns, 1 through 6. You can see 1 through 6. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you'll see how everything works. Remember, stage 1, we've created stage 2. These all have to be 1s. Everything above the first electrical branch and up are ports that we selected to. We branched the other one out with, I don't think I made it 1. I think I clicked the wrong thing. Connect our blocker. And those are all going to receive power, so might as well just make it easy on myself. We're going to be adding power on our blockers. So just did this to be easier. Here's our power. Normally you can just put your power wherever you want, but they're going to need some. Alright, so we're going to move on to making the master reset. And how we make the master reset is we start with always power into a blocker, and then we have to build it out from there. We know that from here, that this is going to hook up like so. 7 power is going to be delivered to it. We're going to need 7 ports available, so we're going to create that by laying out our electrical branches from a single one. So we have 1 to 2 right now, and then these 2 are going to become, I'll set it up easier for you. So this one right here is hooked to this and this. And we need more ports, so we're going to split this one. That's only 6 ports though, so we're going to split this one in half. We're going to do it with the branch out. We can even do the branch out 1 if you want, and then we just do the power out to this. So this will be 1s, these are 1s, 1s, these need 2 power each, 2, this needs 1. This is the power out. We shouldn't assign these yet, but we're going to do the branch out to this one, the weird one, and we're going to do the power out to this one. So this needs to get 4, and this needs to get 3. So you select for the branch out that's going to the far one, needs to get 3. And we have 7 power coming in from our original electrical branch. So 3 will get distributed, and then 4 will go here, and then it will divide itself, making all of the single 1 ports available. Now you're going to connect these to the proper conveyors to get the reset to happen. So the one that's always single, I always go over here. I don't have a roof right now, so I'm going to wrap around the top rim. And it's flipped upside down. It's funny. It's going to be turned on. So the master last stage will be this on. for each of these, you're going to turn them off. It was already fulfilled right there. Surface. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Alright, almost done. I think this last one. I'm just trying to make it look decent. I don't know. Is off. Turn off. Alright, so they're all hooked in. Now, across the top up here, we're going to have to put 6 timers. Usually almost perfectly fitted. Alright, we have our 6 timers. We're going to need a timer for this as well, actually. Stage 3. Stage 3 gets a timer. Every blocker gets a timer, right? So I have the 6 timers, 6 blockers. We got a blocker right here. Gets a timer as well. I'm not doing my normal layout of my electronics because it'd be really confusing if I didn't stack it properly, so I hope that makes it easier to follow along on how I originally built it before I spread it out. I built it on a wall like this while playing, and then I moved it by unhooking and hooking the electronics in. So everything has a timer, all the blockers. The next thing I'm going to move on to I need the ORs. We'll see when we get there. Alright, so we're going to hook up power now. Restart power. We're going to start like getting everything going, especially like this conveying system. We got to hook it in. And actually this, we got to hook into our conveying system. That's what the next thing is. So we got 3 chests here. We're going to come back. Here we are. We're back over here. And we're going to get an out for them. I'm just going to throw it right here. Boom. Alright, now all of your storage is all hooked in. Oh, we gotta split. You're gonna have to split it like how I normally do. I usually hook these 2, that one, these 2. I usually hook these 2 together like this, so I can do it. So the construction deployables, the one, and your components one come together. You run your weapons out. You grab your TC, which is your split, and you're going to run that. There's something in there. We ran these back yet? Alright, we're going to have to run those back as well. Let's go to here actually. For your drop box, you always need to have this. It's your in. I usually only need the 3. there right now. Grab it, put it into this. There you go, out. All three into one line. Alright, so those are all hooked into this barrel now. We're going to have a conveyor for it. So, this right here, this out, is going to be hooked to the out on the conveyor. And it's going to hook up now to the industrial combiner. Right here, we're going to do low grade. Charcoal. What else? Low grade charcoal. Oh, sulfur. Yeah, all our stuff. Sulfur, metal, and pipe wall. It's like, what else we do? The main resources that get cooked. Metal. High quality. And that would be all. Yep. Fly. That's that one. Let's can we have a generator? Yeah. Let's start getting our power going, man. Throw a little line up here. That 300 power to go around. Oops, that's the wrong spot. Okay, power's distributed a little bit. Let's grab like 30 maybe. I like grabbing 30. Oop, that wasn't supposed to go in there. Where is it? Couldn't see what I was doing. The mouse had a mind of its own. I already powered into these with 30 from somewhere, from originally. Well, we have 30 more power. Everything gets power. That's why we did 30. But we didn't have to do some of the other ones that I thought we were going to have to do. And that's all of our conveyors that need to be powered. Okay. We got this in. We were taking this out. We need to hook TC. Did that. Did this. And we gotta do this. This goes into here. 1, 2. I put TC into here? Oh. Those take up their own line. Did he not get powered? Wow. I gotta leave a little homie out, man. all that goes in to the original. I'm just weirded out that I'm missing one right here. I guess it's because I normally just have one. But I don't. That's the thing, though. It's so weird. Something will happen and it'll change. Watch. We'll just go with this. It is what it is for the moment. We've hooked everything in, hooked our TC in, our furnaces, we rerouted them back to our chests. That's what's wrong. Why am I taking these to my chest? I'm so sorry, that's why I'm so confused. Even my TC. Oh, I needed that conveyor. The conveyor needed to be there. 1, 2, 3. My 3 options. Get conveyed to my chest. These 3 options come over here. So sorry. It's just confusing, man. It's a lot to do. Trust me. So your auto sorter and your TC and all that hook into here. So that's where I'm being confused. So I've got these things, and now I want to be able to access everything. So the auto sorter, 1, 2, 3. And I usually have this here. We can take our TC and hook it in so that we can access it from our room. Oh my god. This isn't helping. Someone's building something again they shouldn't be building. Weapons TC. Well, these are going to go out to this. That's probably why I'm messing up. It occupies 1. I normally have something out over here. I'm not building my whole thing for you, so it's been quite confusing to cut it in half and move things around how they are not normally, because I have a system. We're breaking the system right now, and it's just making it real confusing for myself. So a whole auto sorter is now hooked up to this room through this combiner. We get the auto sorter and we get our TC as well. That's all we need. Alright, these all outs, the outputs, straight down, hook them in, all 3. Inputs now. Top, middle, and bottom. Okay. Those are our unloading conveyors to this. First stage, second stage, third stage. Let's get some power in here. Power going. I can just loop the power on that. Just grab an output. And they let you just dwell the most insane amount of power. Power! You shall not. Set these to 4 on your power outs. To your blockers. All your blockers are getting 4 power. Ooh, that one was getting 2 power. Oh, it was trickery. It's lagging. Alright, they're all getting 4 power. Okay, every button is going to go over to its corresponding branch. 1, 2, 1, 2. Same pattern. Stick to it. Let's go down here. Alright, there all the buttons now are linked to, you can see, each electrical branch. Going to be 1s. Actually, I think they are going to be 2s. We'll figure it out. Let's not worry about that at the moment. They're hooked in. The first thing we got to do is when we hit our button, this is how you got to think. We hit our button, okay, right, this electrical branch, and what we want it to do is we want it to turn this bad boy off, which isn't getting any power. It's upside down, remember? It's a main kit. Boots. We're going to copy this too and paste it throughout real quick. Pants. You got to remember to, you'll learn this. Everybody, you already know this, but it's just different when you're typing it out. Trust me. Boots, pants, hoodie. You got your kilts. Gloves. I do both at first. Boom. Your chest. Face. That's 7. So extra because you have a glove. Choose what you want once you get your inventory. You gotta put a 1 on everything. I'm not hitting 1. Sorry. Alright, 1 on everything. Gotta add our gun now. It's usually like a Tommy or like a Python or something. Just like a cheap gun I can make. Usually Python, to be honest, when I'm on. Like a vanilla. And pistol. Oh, we're not Tommy. 20. Med pack. Syringe. Bandages. We're on like a vanilla. 1, 2, 3 are the choices. And it needs 1 more. It's usually a grenade. I don't know what I spell. I think it's 5 grenades. Alright, we have our choice now. We want this to get turned off. Oh, master reset. I thought I did that. That was our master reset. Turns this back on up here. We got power to it. Actually, you can just turn it on. It's not gonna bang, but it's okay. We'll hook everything on momentarily. That will get a splitter, just so you know, up there. And it is hooked in. Oh, I did need to. I thought I needed to. So what we can do real quick is I'm gonna put this sideways. I'm Don't put that too close to the roof when you do it. Put this sideways. We didn't hook the other one in yet. Cool. I can just get off now. We're going to put this right here. We need another 3 options. Put it this way. Yeah. The single port. So we go to this. You'll have to hit the roof. That's getting harder for me. I don't have a roof. Oh, got it. And it's going to go to this splitter. These get dropped into each one. First port. I have 6 options for that. Alright, these are split out. We have our 6 options. That's for all these. No extra ports available. So, just hook them on in. Not much to think about. Every input goes to the splitter. Just hide everything behind. Oh. Don't try to matrix it too much. Get all spiderwebby and crazy looking. Alright, we just threw everything in real quick. All these are hooked into now here, which is hooked to everything behind us, which is our, components and resources and deployables and weapons. That has all been split out and combined in to be distributed over here. Okay, the next thing we want to move on to is so much difficult explaining it. It's crazy. Okay, so just build it out. Just build it out. So hit button. Boom. We come here. Its first task is going to be to turn this off, and we're going to need ORs for that, and it's going to happen 3 times. So get your OR. We know the task already. It's going to happen 3 times. We're going to need to put an OR, 3 spaces, 3 spots. This is why I have a system and where I put everything. Like, this is wasting so much space, but it's okay. It's okay. I can do it here. Alright. Those are our offs. We're going to take our off switch. You can reach it. It's a filter pass on the other side. Where are you at, baby? Where you hide? Off switch. And it's going to get hooked in right here. Both these ORs are going to come over. We might have to change these ORs to AND switches. It's part of the master reset. Maybe. That's off. No, we're good. The on's going to have to be. You'll see. Let's see what happens. So the off has four options now. So we didn't even need this one. What you actually need is just the 3 options. So we know each of these ORs is going to hook to the middle. And these are going to trigger the OR. On the power side. Oops, sorry. Right here. Power. So the button's pressed, comes here. Both of these trigger this. What this does is turn this off. But this one is over here. We're on 1, which is the top. Turn this bad boy on. Okay? We've turned this gets turned off and that gets turned on when I hit button 1 if I had the corresponding power, which I need to thread in now. And I need it to toggle the timer. So toggle timer 1. Oops. Toggle, not power, toggle. I have to power all these. I have to power right there, right? Now you know why things on like the roof and everywhere, how I build it. But here you go. Get some power. Need 6, we already know. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What just happened? Oh no. No, not really sure. Alright, they're all 1s. Let's run the power real quick. To the timers. So we have to do something like this, whatever we want to do. It's just got to go to it. I'm just going to quickly do it. Okay, so those are all powered now, and we know that every branch is going to be 1. These buttons need 3. Every button needs 3 now. 6 buttons. Say 3. Whoa, whoa, someone's loading something. No, they shouldn't be. There's a fucking castle going on the map somewhere. Alright, we're going to the buttons. Doesn't matter which button you go to, just go to a button. Get the power to it. Throw that power around. Whoa, bros. People are entities. By that base, probably have so many entities. You need to chill out. They make it practical. Things that aren't so massive. I'm just saying. Alright, we got 3 power to every button now to start the first task. Now when we hit our button, With 3 power, it sends it here, right? 1 power goes off, toggles our timer. You saw that get toggled for 10 seconds right now. That's done. 2 power goes to the OR. Then gets sent to our electrical branch. Should be set at 1 power. Which will now turn this off and the other one on, and it's going to flick our timer. Off, on, and it has flicked our timer. Okay? We made all that happen. So now we're just going to repeat that going down. Now that we have these all set up. So we're on 2. We already have the OR picked on all of them. This comes in. We just have to pick, looks like the top 2 options. And the timer. Everyone has a timer. Alright, 2 timer. 3 timer. Branch out. Making sure it was just a branch out. 4 timer. 5 timer. And finally, number 6. I'm going to throw down here. So we have all the branch outs, which are set to branch out 1, 1, 1, 1. So these all branch out 1. Means you're going to send 2 to the OR. Okay, now we come to the top. Top one is fulfilled. The second one, it's going to do the same thing kind of as the top one. 1 power each. So come up here. It's going to turn that off. And you're going to have it go select. Turn this on. We go to our next one, our last one. Goes to the top. Right? Off. Set to the value of 1. 1. Come here. It's down here. On. So now every time we do one of these, they turn these on. And they turn this bad boy off. And they flip their timers accordingly. So, that's stage 1. Stage 1 is initiating the button, which turns the timer on, which will interact and turn on, flips this with 1 power, and 1 power to turn off our default. Our timer now is going to activate stage 2. So we take this timer that's all the way up here, and we are going to tie it into number 1. Take number 2. And repeat this process. That is 3. Go tie that into 3. Not a toggle. Going to set opposite way is confusing sometimes. There's 4. We're on 5. Finally 6. Alright. So now all of our timers are linked to our second stage. You need to set these. It's usually anywhere from 15 to 25 seconds. depending on how much stuff you got in there. If you just got all ammo, I mean, that's a lot of items or small stacks, which are like 128. So you need to go up to 25 seconds to do 5 conveying. It's about 5 seconds per conveying sequence for it to initiate some items to move. And so 15 seconds is 3, 25 is 5, so a fourth of 5s go into 5. So we got our timer is hooked in. We're going to work on our second stage, which is going to be activated after 15 seconds. We already set up our 2 to 1. So this one's not hooked in. These are all 1s, you can see. Oh, that's 2. It's getting 4. These are all 1s though. These are 1s. Those are 2s. Alright. So everything's set up properly. All our 1s are 1 ports. We're good. What at first is going to happen now is to transition out of being on, we are going to need to initially turn that off. So we're going to take one of our ports. And we're going to turn off. We need to turn on over here. It's port 1. So through conveyor 1, turn on. See it turned on. It's going to turn off that. And we need it to finally flick our final I thought I had the timer up there. Oh, I put it right here. Let's see. Flicks the timer. We're going to get that timer some power. Put on the other side of the wall, right? Did it this way. Cool. It has power now. Okay. This is normally anywhere from 5 to 7 seconds. I've actually had it at 11 seconds before. 5 is really good though. Oops. About 5 seconds. And we need to provide power up here too, I forgot. Just run it. 7 power's going in now. So our master reset. So our final third stage is set after 5 seconds. So hitting our button, so how we initiate this is when we hit our button is the final turn on, you know. We've hit this, it turns this on, this off, it's flipped this switch, which is running for 15 seconds, we see it, it's going around. It's almost there, bing. Which activated this, turned this off, turned this on, 5 seconds. Now we're back to this on, and everything off. So if I turn all these on, all 3 going down. I don't know if I have them all wired yet. I don't. But the first one I did wire, so technically it might still work. No, it's still empty. Okay. So the final thing you'd have to do, since you hooked all these, if you had this other port right here, the it could go to something, you know. You could have like a light or something. This is stage 2, so this is your loading phase. That's why I call it like the loading phase. I had stages and lights, like to identify what was going on, and I had like an extra port to throw around. And then I extended more ports. I wanted to see how much I can get together. But this is the basic thing you need. You probably don't even need. You could cut it down to 2 if you wanted to. You don't need this extra one. Just 3 triggers. Just like I said, I just build it like this because I'm going to do like at least like a light or something, you know? You know? Some type of light. I like lights. Alright, timer. Where did this go? To that one? Okay, they're going to be ons, so this is the thing I was talking about. You got to pay attention to this. It's going to have 6 options, which is 5. Fitting this in is why I have everything on the roof. So you need 5 of these. It's pretty much the whole wall. Like a whole normal wall. Alright. So we can just grab, we'll go this way up. Which would be going, is it really that high? Because I don't have a platform. Perfect. Look at that. Looky here. So, we're going to put these into these. There's 7 ports. This one has to tie in somewhere. You only need 6 ports, right? 6? The 7's the initial. 6 is this one. 6 ands to the, yep, need 6 to this. So we're going to come over to wherever this goes. Timer's going to hook into the top. We're going to run that empty branch out, which only should technically be 3, but I guess I could do that right now. Nothing's hooked in, right? So you don't need any of these if you're not doing sound or light. Apologize. I'm making this, you know. It only needs 3 power then. We can figure out how much power this needs if I do it all correct. So, 3 power all around. We got 3 power all around. Our branch out is 2. We still got 1. Looks like we're doing good. We have these options going. And then we got our 1 option to our timer now. Looks like our timer is power out option. So perfect. I'm going to grab all those and just link them all in. Now this is to trigger the timer, and the reason I'll show you why we're doing AND switches is because these are all ons. As you can see, we're all turned on, and luckily there's an even amount. So everybody was like, "Why'd you do 6?" This is why I did 6. I'll show you. It's because this is the dilemma that I came into. So I created this solution where instead of having ORs, I'll do AND switches, which will act as an OR because they're on. So since it's broken down to a 1-1 value, and if you had an OR on where it had an always 1 and you sent a 1, the value isn't greater, so nothing happens. There's no charge or change. There's still the power, which would power like a light or something, but it's not going to toggle. So I want it to toggle. That's why I use like ORs. So I'm toggling things, and it gets interrupted when you have 2 1-1
on values hit each other on an OR. So, but if you come to it, then I had the idea while making it, I was like, well, what if I just put them on an AND switch since they're equal and they're always on? If one goes off and you're only using one at a time, especially because they're supposed to be row. Oh, I'm supposed to do it by rows too. Not however I want. Sorry about that. We're redoing this. These are all 6. Top, middle, bottom. The power out too has to be. Oh no, it's all to the timer. Oh no, don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. Revert time. Revert time and space. They're all to 1, so no, but they can be hit at the same time is the thing. You don't want the ones to be hit a certain way. So this is 1 and 2. You want them together. Because you're not going to use the same. I was trying to think of why. You're not going to use the same, like, the row together, and that's why this works. I was like, oh, I think I set it up wrong. I didn't. I just have to make sure that 5, 6 are together as well. Okay. So now, when either you hit one, it's a pause, right? We're pausing this when we hit the button, which would be, if we hit the button, look, we paused the power, and this power is going to that AND switch, this is to this timer. So when this timer above us ends, that green light up there, after 15 seconds, it's going to flip this one, because it released this power, which is going to that. And what I had a problem with is, you see, it has an on. This is 1 then right here happening, 1 being blocked, and then I'd already have 2 on. So when 1 came back before on an OR, you'd have the problem where it'd be like this, 1, 1, and nothing would change. You'd get no toggle. But by getting a cutout from it being an AND switch and having an on value, this on comes on and it triggers it to happen again. It makes the trigger happen. That's all we care about. We don't care if it's always on. We just want it to trigger. We can turn it off. That won't turn it on because it won't get toggled with the power going to the on. So I learned that from doors. So from here, we need to set up the top. We did the first one. It's turning on, turning off, turning off, turning on. Nope, turns this on and it turns this side off. Alright, we took a little break again. We're start. We need to finish the second stage trigger mechanisms, and those are going to be off and on. So we're going to have an AND switch. For the offs. Just needs 3 options, it only needs 2. Put them next to each other. You need to grab the one that's going into the off right now from the electrical branch. That was weird. And it needs to run to this OR now. And the OR has to go to the off. We're going to have to do that for every single one of these. So, middle.
bottom. Middle bottom. You can reach it from over here sometimes. It has something going to it already. This is the turn off is empty. It's weird. Wait. Bottom. Oh, I see why. I selected the wrong port and I'm getting tired. Middle. Off. So they're all selected off on the AND switches, and I need to just focus and get this done. So you can run all these, one to there, one to the AND switch. It's the top one. I guess you're only going to all have two options. Sorry. I only need two options. The middle one, we are doing power out. Back to the middle. Number 5 and number 6 together. I'm going to keep them together. Alright, the branch outs. We already figured that's the timer, right? Nope, that's the last one that does that. Down here. Okay, so this is, we got all the offs. Now we need to turn on, and we're going straight to it. 2 on. 3 on. 4 on. Here's 5 and number 6. Okay, so that's stage 2 complete. Now when we press a button, it on, off. It's running the timer. Off, on, off, on. So the system is all set up and done for every single one. There's nothing else that we have to do. That is everything to run this locker system with a loadout. So all we gotta do now is select a loadout, which should be like we made earlier, got deleted, hoodie, pants, kilts, gloves, face, chest, boots, med pack, syringe, some bandies. Let's give this guy a grenade. He's going to be suited up with Python. He's going to have some pistol bullets. He has 20 bullets. They're of 6. He gets 18 bullets. 1 gun, 1 chest piece, 1, 2, 3. I don't think I put a 3 there. Oh wait, there you go, 3, 5, 1. Delete that. 1. Copy, fly, come over here, paste. AK-55. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I'm just not used to adding it like that. I already have everything on. Okay, guns and bullets added. What gun do we want here? M249? Or this could be our we'll do this M249 here. M249 and the sniper L9. Removing grenades, and we're doing 256 double stack. Oh, sorry, 556. Go to it, 256. Okay, we gotta remove grenades because that's gonna take two stacks of vanilla, so you gotta remember that kind of stuff. Remove the grenades, the glove, and I'm willing to sacrifice this. And I want this glove. So this is gonna be tool. Normally put this one. It's a great one to have. Trust me. Two guns, you gotta erase one. 128 stack. Those are all set up. We need their out set up now. Now you can see why at the top we did the industrial combiners up here. So when we go out, we know now that we're going to the top. So it's this left one is the top, like I said. In this one over here. Here. In the second row. Third row now. And this final one. Okay, everything's all set up now. Everything conveys out. There would be for the other boxes. I didn't put the boxes in. Good, good. That's everything you need. Now it works. Now when you press the button, it turns on. Would be unconveying it. Okay, wait. Just conveyed anything earlier. Switch to loading phase. Timer's going. Back to normal. That's how you build this locker. I hope you enjoyed. I don't think there's anything else that I really need to have go to there. You can access everything, and you can add now. You can easily add like a box or something. It's usually what I have. So items. We have too much items. Never mind, no we didn't. You have a box, and
And you just need a conveyor. And there should be an output available. Usually there is. If not, you just gotta make another splitter. Looks like you gotta make another splitter. Yeah. There's room. It goes right here. It works. Oh, that's gonna stop. It's because I put this wrong spot. I could get it back behind this wall I have buried. But you put like go like this too. Do whatever. Remember, everything before always can be ran, and then you can split out back to normal. Now we have more options. 2 more options. And I need one for here. Just grab that option now. And let's feed some power to it. I need to select, like, I want hollow sight, I need laser sight, laser sight, we need extended mag, silencer. I like wood to come here a little bit, just like 500 wood. Let's get some tech trash to come here. Let's get, whatever you want, cards. I can go to into it. So whatever you want to choose from your inventory, you can have come here. It can always be on. And that's everything you need to know for the locker. You can add extra inventories, everything like that. You can build the electronics elsewhere if you wanted to. It'd be kind of hard. I build it on the roof mainly. Everything you see here, that's a electrical branch. I build these 9 up here on the right, perfectly 3 by 3 9. Keep it all together. All of these I put on the roof right here. That reset I put right here across. I put all the ORs like how they are in this area, and I either have a coffin on the top, and I kind of scoot all this stuff over. That's why I usually have so you can see I can put the locker a little farther over if needed to get behind on this wall, and that's kind of nice to hide things behind there. But that's everything you really need to know for my locker and how to build it for stage 1, stage 2, and into stage 3, while using a master reset setup by a delayed timer with a blocker.